Hey there, beautiful souls. Just Intuitive Angel Healer here with your grounded guide to the spiritually awakened survivors of the toxic shadows. Welcome to my new YouTube channel and updated podcast channel, Spoken Like an Angel, Enlightenment for Survivors, where my prophetic words are meant to help stimulate so you can raise your vibe and elevate. Thank you so much for being here today. Today is July 29th, 2023. We have a few more days and July will be over. I hope you guys have had a wonderful summer. If you are able to get out today, I hope you're having a wonderful adventure wherever you are, especially if you got to get out in nature. Today, our episode is number 48, and it is Cut Those Toxic Heartstrings, Angelic Healing Messages of Love. So I like to mix up, the different kinds of messages that I have for the collective because not everybody wants to, I don't know, I'm a Pisces, not everybody wants to hear just about one topic either. So I try to keep it on, what are the most important topics and what does Spirit want me to talk about today? And, everybody always seems to have an issue with toxic love at some point. It's one of those tricky things because it's not as black and white. Emotions aren't as black and white as everybody would like them to be. And ultimately, it's hard to trust our heart sometimes because our heart, if it hasn't awakened and it's still, unhealed and got a huge shadow around it, that is why we're still choosing from the same pond. We just think they look different. But ultimately, until you raise your vibration, you're going to keep bringing in the same kind of people. It's not that the people don't exist out there. It's that you need to change who you are, like energetically. So that means, go up. You can never go up too far. I always say go up. The sky's the limit. So you never want to go down though, and that's the problem, especially if you've been a victim of abuse like myself, is that you tend to dim your light for others and especially for narcissists. And I've just learned this concept about spirit attachments. And I don't like to say demonic attachments, but it is what it is. A demon's a demon, right? But until you're spiritually awoke, that term just scares you because we think of demons as like poltergeists and, somebody's head going to start spinning around. I'm waiting for a narcissist head to, literally just spin off in front of me. That would be so cool. Hopefully I get to videotape it and put it out on YouTube. I'm just joking, angels, but come on, you guys laughed. That was funny. I've just seen poltergeist where heads start spinning, and I'm just imagining the narcissist because ultimately I don't look at them as people because when society uses the term narcissist, they end up using it as like a vain, they're just conceited and full of themselves. Well, unfortunately, if you are a victim of narcissism, it goes way beyond being vain and critical. I wish it was just vain and critical. I could really deal with that, but that is why it is important. And I feel like this is part of a light worker's duty these days because you've seen so much of it come out, and an honest explanation, not this created illusion explanation that was passed off for so many years. And now, because most victims of narcissism have no idea what the term even is, and I didn't even learn it until 2017. I think I didn't learn what the full concept of all of it was until I started looking up help to get, for my marriage because of all. I just knew something wasn't right, and then I started stumbling upon these terms, and then I started figuring out it was way more complicated than just somebody having an attitude issue. It's more like a sickness. Narcissism is a disease, and it's something that they can't admit the truth because it would like literally break down their whole ego of themselves. But I want to help you. When it comes to love, we get stuck on the outside, or we get stuck on a memory or something that we're trying to fill, a wound we're trying to heal, maybe, but you can't heal it by sticking another toxic thing into your wound, right? You got to keep your wound clean. So let me know if this message resonates with you. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I really appreciate all of your beautiful support out there. And if you guys would like your own mini healing session with me, an angel session, you can go ahead and hit the link in the bio. All my information's at the bottom in the description box, and you can hit me up and we can do a healing session for love. I do love, finance. I don't do fortune telling, but I do love and finance and manifestation, all that good stuff. So I want to help you be successful. That's what I'm trying to do, help my other chosen ones get out of this dark cloud that maybe you've had come over you in the past couple years. Because sometimes when you get on this spiritual awakening, you get a little overwhelmed, or you may get a little off path, but it's okay. You can always get back on track. But awareness is the key. Awareness is the key. So here are some messages from my Life Loves You cards, and this is Lois Hay and Robert Holden. So Spirit is saying, I am willing to love myself. I really love you. I love you, and I love me. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I love you. I really love you. Don't be shy. It's just another way of saying life loves you. And Spirit wants to remind you that happiness is your natural state. Life wants you to be happy. What is life teaching you about true happiness right now? Life definitely wants you to be happy. Spirit is showing rainbows. If you see rainbows today, even in a weird place, like on a sticker on a backpack, even know that that is Spirit's confirmation. It's like God's promise, when He put the rainbow up, that He'll never flood the earth again. That's kind of like that kind of promise. And it's connected with Archangel Michael. He likes to use rainbows as a confirmation. So ask your angels for confirmation signs. They don't mind sending them to you, but you got to ask. You don't, instead of sitting there in panic and despair and worry, you got to ask. And you got to open your mind and say, I open my mind, and say yes to life. Life is inviting you to experience a whole new level of happiness, healing, prosperity, success, and love. Spirit wants to remind you, I create my future today. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. And trust that everything you need to know is being revealed to you in the perfect space-time sequence. I trust the guidance of the universe. Because remember, everything that you're meant to know will be revealed to you in divine timing. So you never have to worry, because even though narcissists are demons, right? And they jump to tricks of keeping information from you. But when it comes to working in the love and light and your angel team and God, they're never going to hold back the information that you truly need. But if it's something that's just going to mess up what you're doing right now, sometimes your brain can only handle so much information, especially so much negative information. So give yourself time to process it and clear it out, and then go on to the next. That's why my spiritual awakening has been lasting about 6 years. Because I had a lot of garbage to clean out that other people have put on me, and I did not know that. So I have this message of love I'm about to share with you, and it really goes with my water signs and my earth signs. I have an Aries in here too, energy. But I want to get to this poem real quick that Spirit wants me to share with you before I get to that message. So if you guys are enjoying this, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your support. And I hope that you guys are getting a lot of healing out of listening to this. So tell me what you think of my poem. This is a channeled poem I did with Spirit. What is holding you hostage today? What doubts, thoughts, or negative emotions is your mind full of? Do you find yourself constantly fighting through the shadows provided by the toxic waves that constantly crash into the shallow holes hidden deep into the caves of your mind? Are you swimming for shore, but in reality only treading water and spinning in circles? Do you speak your truth or hold back to prevent the uncomfortableness of what everyone already sees but no one will accept? Responsibility? Do you stuff the emotions so deep not even your ego can climb the mountain of negative emotions you keep? How do we move forward from these toxic shadows of the dark night? How do we release the veil that bounds our visions to the memories of the past, creating a dark shadow that hinders the joy of our present? How do you want your future to be? What vision do you see? This power you seek is not very far, it is very close indeed. This knowledge you crave is inside of you and me. Take a moment, you will see. Stand present in this moment. Stand up to fear. My dear, you are more than your fears. Embrace the love being poured into your soul. Your angels are helping to slowly patch up this hole. You are successful. You are needed. You are amazing. Keep up your head and spirits higher. God loves you. Your angels love you. And with them, you will soar higher. Love and light, beautiful souls. Let me know how you guys enjoyed that. I'm getting better at sharing my poems. It's taken me a moment to get warmed up to share them, but I don't know, I love writing poetry. It's my favorite. Spirit wants you to repeat these affirmations today. Affirmations, by the way, are phrases that target negative, limiting beliefs and replace them with a more positive belief. So you can repeat, I am at peace, my mind is at ease, all of my worries are floating away as I speak, nothing can overwhelm me, I am breathing calmly. And so it is. Thank you, angels. Amen. So definitely tap into your spirit team today and try to stop tapping into your ego that says you're the problem for everything, because you're not the problem for everything. You're supposed to learn things. That's just how the darkness holds on to you, just like a narcissist. They use gaslighting to make you not think you're good enough. And 1303 spirit is saying you're good enough, but you're going to have to release that hold that the darkness has on you. And how you do that is you start releasing the hurt and you replace it with healing. And that's how the darkness, you won't even, at some point, they won't even exist to you anymore. That's when you know you're healed. Because right now they're just overpowering you like a bully and pushing their energy onto you. Energetically, you start standing into your power, that won't happen anymore because you're way more powerful. Narcissists only do this because they're cowards. They can push you because they're sneaky and underhanded. When it comes to someone who's your true person, maybe they're giving you tough love, but they truly are your soul family. They won't do things cowardly. They won't try to change your mind. They'll try to support you as best they can. And sometimes that even may be just letting you do your thing and giving you space. So evaluate each person, but definitely don't hold on to people out of guilt. The spirit is saying that very specifically in my brain right now. So, all right. I have a specific Virgo here. This could be an earth sign, but I get that's Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But I'm seeing that in this connection, if you are, however this resonates, you need to go into introspection and realize that you're not a materialistic person and this person is, and they're really in a scarcity mindset, or it's on the other side that they're in like such an ego drive overset that all they do is work and worry about their finances. And, that's good and all, but when you're in a relationship, that's part of your job too. So, this person that you're hung up on, I feel like it could be an older woman too. You could be an older woman. You're hung up maybe on this Virgo. It's important for you to know to take a step back right now and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, it's time to give to yourself. Spirit wants to know, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. I feel like you could also be a Virgo or an earth sign that maybe focuses way too much on your worries of where your money's coming from, that you're like maybe getting. And 1555, as I say this, is like you're not seeing that this person is taking control of you because they know you're going to come to them because you need money. It's like a sugar daddy kind of thing, or it's not healthy. And you know who it is, and I'm not judging, I'm just saying it's not healthy. And your abundance will actually start coming up. You'll start glowing up once you cut this person off and start listening to the signs. The next message is definitely for a Pisces out there, but it could be a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This has to do with your codependency issues. This person that you're currently around or that you're hung up on, they're making you become jaded, and you're having a hard time letting go of old stories, and you're going into your shadow work, but you're not doing any kind of healing. So now you're just like basically going down the shadow hole. It's important to know that you can stand up and do things for yourself, but this addiction to having somebody else, you can think for yourself, you can do for yourself. Your person should compliment you, I'm hearing, but this is affecting you. Is because you're worried that you don't want to be alone, because I feel like you're afraid to sit in your shadow. But it's a lot lonelier when you sit in the shadows with someone who doesn't appreciate you and treats you like trash, or treats you like you're an option. And that's the first thing. That's the first red flag. If this message is resonating with you, if somebody treats you like an option, that's your answer right there, that you need to move on. Because if you're ever an option, it's not going to stop. It's going to continue. You don't want to be an option. I need to either be your first and your main, or I don't need to be with you and I need to be alone. And that's how much you should value yourself. It's not being conceited, 1808. It is being enough for yourself. And once you're enough for yourself, nobody else can come and step in and take yourself away from you. Okay? You got to be friends with yourself first, or you got to stand for something, or you'll fall for everything, I'm hearing. All right, the next message, this is also for a Pisces, could be a Virgo and a Libra. I'm hearing it's time to reflect, and your wish fulfillment is coming up, but you're not going to get your wish fulfillment until you release what is past from the world. Feel like you're maybe hung up a little bit on money with this person too, and ultimately this person's escaping judgment because they're cloaking in your energy. And this isn't the person, this is a karmic lesson. They're going to end up, if they haven't done this already, they're going to end up trying to steal your money. I feel like they're going to be under some kind of judgment, and it's up to you to release this person, or you're going to be a part of their judgment. Currently, you're not a part of their judgment, but I'm hearing like this is a Romeo and Juliet connection. And I always say that story's not romantic to me because they both die at the end. And like, what were they really dying for? Maybe symbolism, I guess. But in the end, we still lost two people. So I feel like there's a lot of secrets in this connection. And this could be a young person, maybe a confident, articulate young man even, but they act very impulsively. this is a very unrealistic connection, and he's very unrealistic. So there's a lot of future faking in here, and you got to start looking at the signs. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So it's really important to speak your truth and express. I would, express your feelings, but ultimately, I don't feel like this person is going to be giving back as much as you're going to be giving in. This is not an investment. This is, again, a karmic lesson. So this is your chance to bypass that karmic lesson and learn it right now before you are fully immersed in it, and it becomes a 7 to 10 year cycle. So I want to help out my other light workers. It's not about judgment. It's about knowing that we all make mistakes in love, and we're strengthening our heart. But you know what? This is helping release our shadow side. So there's no judgment. It's just know what is best for you, beautiful souls. And if it's best for you and it's not best for others, oh well, huh? Because in the end, there's a person out there for you. But don't let these karmic people steal your love and joy. You gotta look inside yourself. And I'm hearing this could be a fire sign, Queen of Wands. So if you're I like to think Queen of Wands is Jessica Parker off of Sex in the City. She's very articulate, very hot and enthusiastic. Feel like you could be a fire sign, Leo, Leo especially, Sagittarius, Aries. You're very fiery, you're very intuitive, and you're very magical, I'm hearing, but this you're not understanding the separation here. You're so caught up on why am I alone and why am I separated. Spirit is saying acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that is which is beyond our control. Um, so I'm also hearing seeks happiness through other people, places, and things. So that's a confirmation of toxicity. Also, another message here is not here for a long time, but here for a good time. And they're very sneaky and secretive, so I don't know. They have a bad habit of not speaking up and also lying on people. And blackmail is a secret weapon. So, and this I'm hearing with this fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And temptation made me do it. Guilt made me admit it. My ego made me lose it. Maybe you aren't in love. It could just be loneliness mixed with a touch of unhealed trauma causing you to entertain toxic love. And also, one more message is I'm confused about what I want right now. Give me some time. Be careful with giving people time because, 5 years goes around real quick. Somebody's in their wounded masculine energy, and also I'm seeing they seek happiness through other people. If you're in a wounded masculine energy, you probably have, or they have, attachment to success, fear of failure. They have to be right. They're very aggressive. They're superb at the silent treatment, being cold, distant, critical, judgmental, stuck in mind, not in touch with their emotions, very defensive. And you know what? I think you're sexier when we fight, so I do it often. There you go. They like to push your buttons, definitely, but Spirit is saying karma is smiling. They are creating karma as we speak because what goes around comes around. Nobody got away with anything, and I'm hearing the song from Johnny Cash, God's gonna cut you down. Stay away from that karmic situation. So let me know if this message resonated with you. This is your message of love. I'm hearing you're going through a transformation period. If this resonated with you at all, Spirit wanted to point out, make you aware to this. You have free will, choice, and love. But ultimately, what's going to bring you happiness is not these karmic lessons, but to release these karmic lessons and actually heal them. That's how you release them. And the more that you work on your shadow side, the more that you're going to start elevating. It's about just being happy. That's how you elevate your spirit. Do things that make you happy today. Don't do things that make other people happy, because in the end you're just going to get resentment out of that. Make sure they make you happy too, and then you can integrate it all. But don't stay around people just because they have one key aspect that you're really hung up on, that you can't let go of, because your true soulmate has that and so much more, except they don't have the guilt, blame, shame, and toxicity connected to them. I really hope this helps somebody. Let me know if this message resonated with you. I'm going to go ahead and give you your letters today. The letters are NJZDTUAP. And then I heard Barbara, Sue Ann, Jaime, Colby, Jack, Jenny, Ben, Victor, and Jaime. And then the song I heard was Tainted Love by Soft Cell. And Spirit is showing me, to round this message off, today we are visited by the wolf spirit animal. And the positive symbols of this today, Spirit wants you to take with you. You can see this on spiritanimal.com. Sharp intelligence, deep connection and instincts, appetite for freedom, courage and resilience, wisdom, insight, inner wisdom, community connection, determination, adaptability, leadership. Some of the negative symbolisms you may want to reflect on today as well is isolation, greed and selfishness, dishonesty or deception, feeling threatened, lack of trust in someone or in yourself, dominance and control. So see how the wolf spirit resonates with you, but this is definitely coming in. I just saw 2711 as I said that. Definitely click on the link below if you want to learn more about this spirit animal. But remember, it's important to embrace both the positive and negative aspects of the wolf spirit animal, as they can both provide valuable lessons and insights. By embracing the wisdom and strength of the wolf, we can learn to navigate the challenges and opportunity of life with confidence and purpose. And that's why I love spirit animals. And I'm seeing 1223 123, so I love it. That's perfect way to end this broadcast today. I hope you have a wonderful day, beautiful souls. I love you, your angels love you, and God most definitely loves you. Have a wonderful day.